Hey guys, welcome back to Not Another Watch channel. Got a very cool one for you here today. This is that Invicta everyone's talking about. It's the Pro Diver Model 31290. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people talking about this watch, so I had to grab one. It's, as you can see, comes in the typical yellow Invicta box. Really nothing special about the presentation, nothing special about how it comes. Obviously, popping it out of the box here, you see this is the watch everyone's talking about. It's technically a Pro Diver, but it doesn't look like your typical Submariner homage kind of rip-off kind of watch. It's to me, it looks more like the Black Bay, and that's a lot of what I see people talking about. The first thing that really jumps out at me, though, is boy, is that crown very large. I know some people love that. Some people love smaller crowns. I don't necessarily care, but right out of the box, this thing, it looks kind of off to me. Not in a terrible way, but I don't think it fits the watch great. The coloring of it is quite nice. It's, kind of like a flat black. The bezel isn't, it's not shiny, but it's not dull. Flat is a great way to describe it. You could see the hour markers are very much kind of loom colored. They're that greenish yellowish off, white kind of look. It's a good look. I think it's very beautiful with the contrast of the somewhat black background, which is also very flat, and the gold Invicta writing. It also says in there 1953. I believe that's in reference to the original release of the Rolex Submariner, which this is clearly somewhat of a throwback release to look like, but I'm not 100% positive of that because I believe the Submariner actually came out in 1954. So, if anyone knows, let me know. Now let me hit you guys with some of the specifics about this watch. This is the Caliber NH35A movement. It's a Japanese movement. I believe it's a Seiko movement. It's a 41-hour power reserve on this watch, which I think is pretty adequate for the price. The case size is 40 millimeters, but to me, I think it wears a little bit smaller. I'll show you my wrist shortly. The case thickness is 14 and a half, but the best part about the thickness of this watch is that it does not say Invicta on that left non-crown side like the actual Pro Divers do, and that's my favorite part about the whole watch. It's a 20 millimeter bandwidth, and it is 200 meters water resistance, which is wonderful for a Pro Diver. Here it is on the wrist. It looks great. The face is beautiful. The thickness of the watch is great. I love the way it sits on the wrist. My biggest complaint though would be the Invicta bracelets. I think they're absolutely awful. I think the clasp is terrible. I wish this bracelet had some sort of taper from, lug width to the bracelet point, like a Rolex would. I think that would make this watch look incredibly beautiful. I may swap it out and throw it on rubber, but I think really the weak point of these watches, the Pro Diver, this one, the Invicta in general, are their bracelets. I don't think in any way, shape, or form up to par with some of the other companies that are making watches in the same price point. The loom is what you would expect. It's just the hour markers and the minute and hour hand. They don't fade rapidly, but they don't stay incredibly bright for very long. But it's the same as you would get out of any of the other Pro Divers, and I wasn't expecting any more, and I didn't get any more, so it's totally fine. Not what I'm going to be using it for, but I would like to see them a little bit better. All in all, I do really think that the face of this watch is beautiful. I think it's the strongest attribute this watch has. I didn't want to bore you guys too much with the overall details because I've done the Pro Diver, I've done, their Daytona ripoff, I've done a lot of Invictas on this channel, but I wanted to see what all the hype was with this watch, and I don't want to say it didn't live up to the hype, but the face of this watch is really its only strong accolade. If I change the bracelet, I think it might get a little bit of wrist time, but otherwise, this watch isn't beautiful enough to compensate for the amount I dislike Invicta bracelets. That being said, it keeps great time. If this is your first watch and you're looking for a watch that looks like an old vintage Submariner or a Black Bay, this is the perfect watch for you. It's in a pretty cheap price point. It's easy to get at the moment. It appears everyone's buying them up, but I would say go ahead, definitely buy this watch if that's what you're looking for. But just remember, it still has all of the pitfalls that everyone doesn't like Invicta for. So keep that in mind, and otherwise you'll be incredibly happy with it. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.